The following podcast is a Dear Media production.
Does anyone actually know what's going on here?
I literally have no idea.
Help.
We're 20 whatever. Hi.
Hey.
And hello.
And welcome back to a new episode of 20 Whatever. Okay. Pause for a brief moment, you guys. If you are not a video listener, you have got to head over to YouTube right now and see where we are.
A little pose. Ooh, get into it, get into it, get into
Snap it out.
Okay. I feel this is something that we've been talking about for a long time. So to be like sitting here right now is just like, I'm a little shook. I'm really nervous. If I start acting weird, it's because I'm nervous. I really am. I have to be honest because I know that I'm like not as like giving what I usually give, but I'm nervous, okay?
I kind of like the energy though. You're like, I'm a little nervous because you're never nervous. But I feel like it's just the built up excitement that you're like, it's just pouring out of us because we have been waiting for the opportunity to shoot at Dear Media for so long.
I know.
So this is like bucket list, pinch me.
Yeah, this is like, I mean, like I just said, like something we've been talking about forever. And we were like, yeah, well, one day when we get there. And now today's the day.
I know. I know. And I hate to say it in the same sentence, but the first thing that is coming to my mind is the sweat from my underboob right now.
Right.
I'm going to be so real with you.
You're real for that.
And you know what? Let me give a preface to say that I unfortunately am the girly pop that forgets to apply deodorant every morning. Like, I know I do it every day. It's like brushing your dang teeth, girl. So it's like, please just, you've done it every day. Just do it.
It's a part of the routine.
It's a part of the routine. But you know what? I don't know what it is, but it always slips my little mind. And I was driving to rehearsal yesterday.
Which we'll touch on also, by the way.
Oh, totally.
We'll get to that.
Oh yeah.
A little sneak peek.
We'll loop back around.
Yeah.
We'll circle the block.
Yeah, we'll circle that.
And I was in the car on the freeway, the 105.
Good luck to you.
Complete stopped, and I started sweating, and I was like, oh no, I forgot to apply deodorant, and I'm on my way to rehearsal right now.
Right.
AKA you're going to be moving your body. Good luck to you. So I phone up Riayn really quickly and I'm like, hey girl, I really hate to be such a nuisance, but can you please pack me some deodorant? She's like, absolutely. Do you want the stick? Do you want the spray? She was giving me options.
Yes. Because I too be sweaty under my pits.
So can you talk about the spray that you did bring me? Because I really did enjoy it.
Yes. So it's a spray. It's just a body deodorant spray. So like in their advertisement for it, people obviously spray it under their armpits, but they also spray it like behind their knees or like under their boobs or like in their, what is this, thighs?
The thighs.
Yeah.
Wait, so that actually the spray that you gave me was actually probably for the underboob. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, it smelled really great and I showed up to rehearsal, sprayed myself, and thank God you brought it because I ended up doing dance rehearsal when I was not even planning for that. And I was in jeans. Riayn saw me.
Yeah. I was like, oh girl, that's cute wearing jeans to dance rehearsal. And she was like, what? And I was like, oh no.
That's a choice.
Yeah,
I'm like,
cute.
I was like, I was called to block.
Right.
Surprise. Surprise.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and speaking of rehearsal, I guess this is the most exciting thing. If you follow us on any socials, if you're following on YouTube and you're following on Instagram and everything else, we have made a special announcement that this is like a long time coming. We've been talking about this kind of stuff forever.
Which is very interesting that we have been like trickling about it without even knowing that we were going to be in the show, because I listened to our recent episode that
we still haven't said.
And I know we still haven't said dun dun dun. I know. Drum roll, please.
We got cast in a musical. I'm playing Pilar.
And I'm playing Al Woods. If you can't see it, we're snapping.
Oh, yeah.
That's what
and
the
if you hear that for the ASMR at all.
Riayn and I got cast in the musical Legally Blonde, and we are living our
dreams. Go ahead and say it.
I know. I'm just trying to say, like, I don't want to say the wrong thing because it feels like so right, you know? I'm just trying to be so grateful and trying to be so present because just like we have started, it's already a month in.
We're a month in.
Into the rehearsal. And last night we had a dance rehearsal. Oh, God.
Yeah.
You guys, to be so real, like, but when you're listening to this, it'll be when I've gotten my stuff together, because I had a really tough time at the dance rehearsal last night. Like I felt really dehydrated and like I think I low blood sugar again, like I've mentioned before after my workouts. And I was in the parking lot having the urge to like throw up. And I was like, okay, what is this dry heaving in the parking lot of rehearsal. So I just like got in my car and was like trying to like eat my squeezy and really trying to calm my stomach down so I could get home and like have a meal.
Right.
Anyways, all to say.
But also talk about that, because then you did go home and you were trying to have a meal, but it was not. We were on FaceTime. Please let the people know you were trying.
I know, because I didn't know what was causing the headache. And as we've found before, that it's usually the sugar. So I was like, okay, let me get a squeezy. Let me get a granola bar. Those have like little chocolate chips in them.
Right.
And then I made myself a Pedialyte. So just in case if I was like super dehydrated, because I absolutely was. I did not hydrate like I was expecting to dance. We're bending and snapping, baby.
Correct.
So that's what we did last night.
Yes.
Bend and snap. I love that I didn't have to even tell you, and you knew. You read
felt
my
it.
mind.
I felt it. No, I feel like the process of doing this show with you in this capacity. I mean, we did Legally Blonde before years ago, and that was a whole thing, and it was exciting, and it was so fun. And honestly, like I knew we were like auditioning for stuff, but I didn't think that it was like really going to happen. Like, I mean, I knew we were going to be in a show again together, but I didn't think it was going to be Legally Blonde, you're Elle, I'm Paloma. Like, I just didn't see this on my 2024 bingo card.
This is not what I planned.
Right.
And I just got to say, I do not understand. I really mean that, like, to my chest. Like, I on the vlog, you like literally see me telling my mom, like, oh my God, Mom, I got it. Now I have to do it. And she's like, this is what you have been preparing for, baby. And I'm
you're like, no, right.
No, right.
But like, now I have to do it. Now it's real.
And it was such a quick turnaround. It was, I mean.
Oh, no, it was literally a day.
We had 48 hours. Like, I got the call that night. I woke up in the morning. I had only that solid day to get myself together, because then the very next day, we started rehearsal.
Yeah.
And I mean, we were so unprepared that I don't even have a car. So I share a car currently with my boyfriend.
Yes.
And my boyfriend does paddling. So he also has rehearsal at night. And so I'm like, oh, this like me borrowing the car and like thing is like not going to work. So that Sunday I had to figure out a rental car situation and get that all sorted. Like literally put all my ducks in a row for rehearsal, because Monday morning you are singing so much better, baby.
Yeah.
Like literally.
Yeah.
So it was just such a quick turnaround. And that's why I keep trying to stay so present and pinch myself, because we're like, what the heck?
Well, there was like no processing time. That's what it was. So like we had callbacks, and that was like on a Saturday. And then like 6 hours later, we got the call that we were casting the show. That same night. We had Sunday to like freak out, but also not freak out. We still had to like get ourselves together, like prep for the week. Like we still are people. Right. And then we had to go to rehearsal. So there was not even time to be like, wow, this is so exciting. I'm so happy. Like, yes, but I'm at rehearsal now. Like it started. We're here.
Yeah. That Sunday, I remember texting you, and I was not even at home. So like I woke up in an Airbnb and was like, is this really my life? Like, is this happening? Where am I? Who am I? And what's going on? And I just remember putting on like the song Perfect Day. It's a perfect day.
Yes.
And I just sat there
Sobbed.
and like cried.
Yeah.
I really, really just sat there and was like, nothing can go wrong. This is amazing.
Right.
Oh, it felt so good. And thinking about it now just gets me like teary-eyed, because I am so happy.
Oh, here we go. 10 minutes in, folks.
You guys.
The waterworks have started.
Listen, I'm living my dreams right now. Can you blame me?
I know.
So
no, you're glowing, actually. No, you look great.
Oh, thank you so much.
Top is cute. Sweater is very cute.
Thank you so much. Newly. Which...
That is my favorite thing that has just ended up happening. Newly, if you're listening,
we love you
so much.
We love you so much that we'd like now have a gag, like a little bit together.
Anytime. Oh, where's this from? Oh, Newly.
It's so funny.
It's so funny. No, but Legally Blonde rehearsals have been taking up most of our time, I would say. It's like we spend obviously the day like working, and then by 4 o'clock, it's like we need to get our rehearsal hats on, which has definitely been an interesting transition for me. I still think I'm really having a hard time with it, just trying to balance everything, and I'm easily distracted. And we've talked about this where like if we have something to do later that day, I can't really do anything until that thing, which doesn't work because I have to work.
And why is that? I have a dentist appointment at 4 p.m. and I'm like, well,
can't do anything.
There goes the
Can't
day.
see anyone, can't talk to anybody. Please cancel everything else.
So it's really been, like you said, like having rehearsal like every single day. And we've been getting Fridays off, which has been lovely. But yeah, we've been at rehearsal every single day. We only missed one day of rehearsal to go to that premiere.
Oh my God, yeah. So let's talk about that. So we were invited to our first advanced screening. Not only were we invited to an advanced screening, but Meta invited us.
Who this? New phone, who this?
Like, who are we? Who are you?
I don't know.
And who am I?
Who are we?
Nobody. Apparently not. Meta said, come on to this movie thing. And we were like, okay. So we got invited to the movie screening for If, the new movie with Ryan Reynolds, which is definitely out already at this point. And it was so fun.
And not to mention that it was on the Paramount lot.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
It was like when you think you're going to a movie screening, like that's exactly what it was like. How you think it is how it was.
Totally. Like, showed up to the guests. Like,
yeah.
No. Well, it felt like a movie because like you have the fountains, like Paramount Pictures here in LA is like the lot, like really pretty. So we like turned, pulled in, and we were like, "Hello, we are here for the If advanced screening."
Yeah.
And then we parked, and you could hear the music bumping from the parking lot. And so we were like, oh, it's going to be a good time. And it was like a boardwalk bash.
Yes.
And it was just carnival games, which, by the way, I wanted that sweet little...
Dude, she wanted, you know the games where you like throw like a ball into something and it's rigged, obviously, because it's a carnival game. So you can't actually get it. But, you know, she wants a stuffed animal. So Riayn tries to do it. He can't do it. And he's like, Paloma's trying to get this thing. I'm like, I'll do it. I tried to do it, couldn't do it. I don't know if I just tried to do it, she couldn't do it. And we were like, sorry, Pete, you just don't get the thing. I'm sorry to you.
I didn't get the thing, but we did have Build-A-Bear at what was one of the places. And let me tell you, Jessica got her Build-A-Bear.
Yes.
And Riayn and I made our slime.
We made slime. I was freaking out. As soon as I saw the slime station, I was like, everybody shut up. Me to the kids, get out of my way. There's kids everywhere, by the way. I'm like, get out of my way. I need to make slime. It's me and like all these kids at this table. It's just me.
And
I was living.
And then the young lady that was like running the booth.
Oh yeah, there was like a 10-year-old that was like teaching me.
And being like, so the different types of slime. We have milk and we have this. And I was like, thorough. Amazing. That station was so cool and totally Riayn like core. Like it has little stuff, like little charms, sparkles, and like stuff to pull. And you have like the ASMR sounds. Oh my God.
Losing my mind. I also was losing my mind because there was an open bar. So, you know, I was really happy. I had my cocktails and my slime and that's all I needed.
And they had like a little souvenir cup that had the little things on it. Yes. And it was like, that was supposed to be for the kids, but I obviously asked and was like, excuse me,
can you put our tequila in this kid's cup, please?
And she was like, no problem. And I was like, excellent. So there we were with our sippy cup.
Yes. And also, we took a Getty Image.
Oh my God. Dude. Rewind. Number one, slay.
Number one, big slay. Huge slay.
Big slay.
Monumental slay.
We got a great Getty Image. Yes. And it was so sweet, honestly, like have a Getty Image and having my first Getty Image be with you and be so gorgeous.
I'm glad that we didn't do it like separately. Like obviously like fine would have been whatever, but like it's such a good photo and we look so good. I was also stressed about that. I was like, I know this is giving one and done. This is not no iPhone photo shoot. Like, bitch, I need to collect myself.
It's like one of those, what are the bots that they have those poor people doing?
Oh my God, the glam bot. The glam bot. Girl, stress. I will need to do one day, but I am stressed about it.
I would love to do a glam bot, but I'm actually like shaking in my boots about it.
Blinking or something, looking so stupid.
I'm like, I wasn't ready.
And it's slow. Too late. Yeah,
and you're like, oh
and
God.
It's just, you have like one opportunity.
And it's not like they're just going to toss it away. They're going to play it on a video of like
it's going to go viral.
Glam bots.
Yep, it's going to go viral, unfortunately. And that just would happen.
I know.
But we had a good experience and the photos were so good and it just looked so good. And also, my other favorite part, before we like even got into the movie, was all of the movie theater snacks that we could just have. All the Sour Patch Kids and the M&Ms and all that stuff. I was like, oh, this is incredible.
That was so cool. Like upon walking into the theater, they just had like a bar laid out of like Red Vines, Skittles, Kit Kats, Milk Duds, like everything you could think of. And I was just like, oh, I remember being
I was like, and this, and this. And I was like, well, I don't really need that. And I was like, but they want me to take it. I'm going to take this too.
And then me grabbing just a Kit Kat and then looking back at Riayn going, I don't think I grabbed enough. And he's like, oh, I got you. I was like, oh, thank God. And then I remember like on the way out, I saw some girls, I swear to God, like a Louis Vuitton tiny bag with so many Red Vines, like oodles and oodles of packets of Red Vines in that tiny little
Me
Louis
too,
Vuitton
honestly.
bag. I was like,
I'm going to do it. What's in my purse? Red Vines. That's it.
And my little mint. And my lip gloss. That's what's in my purse, if you wanted to know.
I have purse.
I have purse.
I have purse. I have hat.
Also in my purse actually is a hot sauce that I did recently whip out.
Oh, really?
In public. Yeah, I was like needing some sort of like sandwich. And then I was like, oh, good thing I have that on me. And I literally whipped out a Tapatio packet and then started doing it on my burrito. Actually, it was my mom. And she looked over at me and she goes, oh.
Oh.
Yeah, she was just like, oh. Like she was actually kind of like.
She was like, oh, but okay.
But also,
right.
Let me write that down.
Right. I was actually going to ask you if it was like a little bottle or if it was like the packets like from the...
I do have packets, but I also do have a bottle keychain as well that's refillable for the Sriracha one.
I do too.
Yeah. So convenient.
So convenient.
We need to have more
also
of those little bottles.
Also with the Sriracha shortage, please.
Don't talk to me about that Sriracha shortage. I'm so shook by it. I can't even speak anymore.
Nope.
The Sriracha shortage
there we go.
has got me so messed up that I ordered some on Amazon and it came to my house and it tasted so bad. It was like sweet and not...
So not Sriracha?
No, but they said like on the packet, like the label was definitely Sriracha. And I was like, this is false advertisement and I'm so sad.
I feel like
I don't want to talk.
Sriracha is like now, what is that called? Like not a hot commodity. What's the word I want to say? Hot commodity?
It's a luxury item now.
Yes.
So let's briefly mention about the Sriracha shortage because maybe not everybody's experiencing this. Here in Los Angeles, we had a situation where you would go to the Whole Foods, every single grocery store, and you like could not find it. Like we went on the internet being like, "Who's got the Sriracha?" People are selling it on Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah.
This is
and
not
I think
a joke.
there were other places, like other states, that were having an issue as well. And I think they were having an issue in Hawaii too because they were talking about it on YouTube and stuff, and like, or like it's just super expensive now, and it's like, I don't know, and obviously they're selling fake ones.
Yep. The point is, I told my mom about the situation. She was like, "Oh, we got it here in San Diego. We all good. Here you go." And so she bought me 2 bottles, and I was like, "So what shortage? Like we're over here like a shortage, and they have some like down the street." So,
I can't find any.
Not here in LA.
Well,
we should get some in San Diego and start selling them for $50.
We should. That's how we're gonna make our money this year. So if you're looking for Sriracha, you know where to call. So these girls had the red vines in the bag, but we walked out of the movie theater. As we were exiting, they were giving us goodie bags, and here I'm thinking, okay, candy or I don't know, a toy or something. Croissant, 1 croissant. In this goodie bag.
But so good.
Good. I ate 2. I ate Jessica's.
We're in the car at the premiere. No. We're leaving the premiere. We're in the car and Ryan's like, well, I'm sorry. I'm getting into this croissant.
And then we go back to my house.
He's like driving.
Yeah. Because I'm like, they're going to start smelling the croissant or I might spill or something. So I'm just going to tell them right now I'm going to eat it. And then we literally got home and I was like looking at Jessica. I was like, listen, I need to eat your croissant. And she's like, you can eat it. I was like, thanks.
And it was so good when I got home.
Buttery, flaky, crispy crust.
So soft and flavorful. I ate it and then I dove into the M&Ms that were left over from the movie. So I was literally taking a bite of the croissant and eating an M&M.
Oh.
I was acting.
I was a little lit. I can't even lie.
Yeah.
The open bar, like what was I?
What's a girl to do?
I'm here. This is what they want.
And there I was eating 2 croissants.
And that's exactly why I ate Jessica's croissant, because I was lit. I would have not taken her croissant.
Bro, and in addition to the party being extremely lit, the cast was so lit and so action-packed. Like, I think that we need to have like a stacked cast. Number 1, written by John Krasinski.
Right.
Okay. We're also big Office fans here.
Right.
So this is like royalty.
So we were like slay.
Yeah. And then we also Steve Carell.
Emily Blunt, which obviously I was like, this is his wife. So, but of course, and a voice of an angel.
Totally.
So.
But there were even other characters that also, I'm like, I feel like I need to pull up the IMDb.
Awkwafina was in it.
Yes, Awkwafina as well. Blake Lively.
Yeah.
All right, pulling up the IMDb cast list. Here we go. We have Ryan Reynolds, John Krasinski, Steve Carell, Louis Gossett, Emily Blunt, Matt Damon, Maya Rudolph.
Right. That's right.
Awkwafina. Like
that's like so many people.
So many
in
iconic
this children's
people.
Movie.
I know. And I don't think I had no idea that Steve Carell was going to be that imaginary friend.
I really didn't have any thoughts. Like I literally went into the movie like, I know this is a children's movie and we've got some like fake character, like animated, but also it's
Yeah.
not fully animated. Like I know there's people in it, and then that's all I got.
Yeah. And so when that imaginary friend, that animated imaginary friend started talking, I was like, it's Steve Carell. Like, why did I not know that? Or why was this not like pushed? Like, it's
Right.
Steve Carell. Like, I'd have been freaking out. And maybe I just like,
Right.
wasn't seeing the commercials.
Right.
But the point is, well, it's good that we didn't know, because then when we showed up, it was like, oh my gosh, all this excitement and stuff.
Yeah.
And not to give any spoilers, but it is very like heartfelt, and I would pack some tissues. I did cry.
I think we all teared.
Yeah.
I think we all teared a bit.
I think everyone in the theater was like, dang it,
Yeah.
that one really hurt a little bit. Like
Yeah.
it was good in the feels. So just pack a little bit of tissues, but definitely left feeling
Yeah,
like,
it was
all
cute.
light, and it was very nice. So
Mhm. It was
yeah.
super cute. It was super cute. I had a great time.
Oh, I had the best time.
Like the best time. Meta and Paramount throw a very great little party.
Yeah, and also shout out to Threads. And
Yes.
we also, I just can't wait to also see what other events we get invited to. Like
I know. We started doing like this program with Threads, just like learning how to do Threads and like make it make sense for us as creators and stuff. And with doing that, we've been able to get invited to these things like going to the IF premiere. And then we also went to the salsa making class, which was a few weeks ago, which was so fun.
So fun, because also when we did go to the second creator event, we got to see more of our creator friends that we saw from like the
Yes.
salsa making event.
Yes.
So it's just so nice to start getting in the community and just like
mhm.
meeting everyone. And that salsa experience was so amazing. Like
It-
everyone was so great, and she was amazing.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. I feel like we are getting to like really do the like LA content creator, like influencer thing, which obviously we've never done before. And it's really exciting. And I'm like, I love that we live here. I love that we can just like come to Dear Media and record. And I love that we can go to Paramount. Like we are like in the city of all of this stuff happening. And so it feels really, really exciting to be here and to get to experience this stuff. And it also like, I feel like but like confirms that we're doing the thing that we know that we want to do, and like getting rewarded for that is like a really great feeling, because you know, like it's a grind. Everything's a grind, and so you work to get to spaces like this, right, where you get to come to Dear Media and record, and you get invited to things, and that's happening for us right now. And and we're in Legally Blonde, like all these things that we've been talking about publicly and privately, like the things that we want, and it feels like we are like chasing our dreams. Like we're here, we're in it.
we absolutely
We're living the dream. We're still chasing, but we're in it.
We are in the midst of it. And I mean, last night we were in rehearsal till 10 p.m.
Mhm.
So we were rehearsing. We worked all day because it was in the middle of the day. It was a Monday.
Right.
So let's just break down. Monday, we worked all day. From there, we went to rehearsal up until 10 p.m. You go home, you have a little dinner, you wash your face, you go to bed. I chose to keep editing because I wanted to get another Legally Blonde video out. And it's like you're saying, like it's a grind, but I don't even care. Like it felt so good. And I stayed up till 2 a.m. It was actually 2:05. And I was like, okay, I said 12:30 and this is crazy. And then I looked and then it was 2 and I was like, it doesn't matter. We're getting this out tomorrow morning. Let's make sure I get it scheduled because the next day we are going to Dear Media.
Right.
Sent my butt to bed, set my alarm for 6:30 and I woke up and I was like, I wish I could be like, oh, like I'm tired. Can't even believe it's a shoot. But I woke up with such like pumped energy. Like we're living in it. Rehearsal, editing, shooting. This is how we want our lives to be. Just like busy and doing it like this. And I'm so thankful to be sharing it with you, my friend.
Yeah, me too. Oh, God. Yes, me too. Me too. Me too.
I almost got her there.
Look at them. They're all crying in the back. Yeah. I know. No, it feels definitely like a dream. And I was talking to my mom, Mother's Day just passing. So I was talking to her for a while and she was like, how's everything going? I'm like, it's rough out here, but we out here, we doing the thing. And I was like, but I'm so grateful to be able to do this stuff with Paloma. Like, I'm like, you get it. She's like, no, I understand. I'm like, it's tough out here and it's a hard industry and a lot of people do it alone. The whole content creator influencer thing and even acting, like it's a lonely career for a lot of reasons. And, there's a lot of people, but then you get confused. Like it's still lonely.
Right.
And it's been a pleasure. And it's also just saved me a lot to be able to do this with you and experience all this stuff with you. And like, you just really get it because we're here together. We're like doing the same thing. We're grinding, we're hustling and whatever. And it feels really great to have somebody in my life that obviously like loves me and supports me, but also gets it. Like I'm not spending my time trying to explain to you why I'm up at 2 a.m. editing. You know what I mean? Like,
right. You're like, oh, I get it.
Oof, girl, been there.
Yeah, right. Well, and we've all been there. And it's just like what is required, kind of. It's not even like,
It's not, it's like, I'm making the choice to stay up, but like, this is necessary.
I felt that way last night. I was like, I need to like rest because I have to go shoot. And I was like, I know you feel that way, but you also feel like this is necessary as well. And also like, it's not an or right now, baby.
It's all of it.
It's all of it all at once. So honestly,
that kind of like, this is like not as deep. So LOL, I'm going to switch gears a little bit, but it like reminds me of when we talk about how like we're like never going to be hotter than we are now. So you might as well like take your top off and like shake your tits around, because like when you're like 60, you're going to be like, damn, remember when I was 28 and I was shaking my tits and we were like, yeah. And I'm like, right. Like same vibe. Like it's all happening right now. So just do it all, because one day we're not going to be able, like we're not going to be making content for the rest of forever. No. We're not going to be able to play Elle and Pilar and Legally Blonde forever. Like this shit right now, we need to like do the most, because I mean, time is fleeting, obviously, and we know this and we've talked about this, but like you said, we're already a month in rehearsals. I feel like we just started, which means we only have a month left and it'll be over. Mm-hmm. And then I'll be like, remember when we were Legally Blonde?
I know. And I'll spend the rest of my life reflecting back on this. Mm-hmm. So totally. I'm so glad that you're all here, because I will be referencing this point in my life so often. I actually am going to try to get the musical recorded so you can bury me with that tape. Yep. Totally. Mm-hmm. Like everything we're doing right now is going to be for the plot. And that's why we also said that this summer is going to be one for the books, because girl, we are in our late 20s and we only have a couple more, and like, it's okay, but we are only so let's do it.
Let's do it up. I feel the same way. I'm going to look back at this part of my life. Yep. And I'm going to be like, damn, that was so fun. That was so crazy. That was so awesome. And while it's rough and it's a struggle bus and we're all going through it, like it's times like this where we're sitting here shooting the shit, talking and doing something that we've always talked about doing, where I'm like, right, I need to be doing more of this. So I always have something to look back on, because that's how life is. Just looking back.
Totally. And remembering this feeling, because a couple of months ago, we were not here. We were like, do we keep going on? Do I keep acting? Do I keep auditioning? Like, it's so interesting to see where we were 6 months ago and where we are now. Like 6 months ago, I would never even believe in my wildest dreams we're here. Right. But that really also goes to show that what's to come, honestly, might be even better than what you imagined. And so that's what I'm committing and claiming for myself, that I'm like, you know what? Just keep dreaming big, because it's even going to be bigger than that.
Right. Oof, damn. Mm-hmm. That was good.
Which, by the way, really, I do want to throw in that on the drive over here to Dear Media, I did listen to Waka Flocka for us. And I exited the freeway and I was like, you got me in a trance. DJ, turn it up. Oh, and I was like, I'm on my way to go shoot a Dear Media with my girl. Yes. Let's go. And the girls, like,
I know, like, it's this is so... I don't even have the words for it.
Gooped, gagged,
jaw on the ground.
That's it.
And with that, I'm just playing.
Which tiny little segue, we did post on our TikTok us saying that you asked, when I asked you what your favorite song was, Waka Flocka. Right. And that got a little bit of traction on TikTok.
I saw.
And so many people were like, yes, like that song makes me feel that way.
I'm so glad we found our people.
And I'm so glad that so many other people are having that. So this is a universal experience. That means that there is a little bit of something in that song if there's other people feeling that way.
Absolutely. And also y'all were dropping bangers in the comments too.
I want to note one that I remember that I also was like, that's a great song. And I can't believe I forgot it. Down.
Oh, Jay Sean.
Baby, are you down? And then like the Lil Wayne.
Hey. Oh yeah, down like she supposed to be.
She get down low for me. Down like that. Yes. I want you guys to know that's I see also, you, and I am also there with you.
Same tier as No Hands, for sure.
Totally.
Yeah.
And so that...
Also Gasolina, I saw that too, and I was like, right. There was just so many that I was like, we'll have to just do this again.
Which showed us that we have to do another media music episode, because there's just so much to cover also, and we were trying to like cover the greatness, and they were like, I can't believe they didn't mention that. And I was like, I can't believe I didn't either.
We would have been here for 5 years.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
So I know we have been celebrating a lot of great stuff in our life, but we also have some viewers who have so much to celebrate as well. And I have Carson here that we are going to be celebrating. Carson says, as soon as I heard of the headache Paloma said she had, I instantly knew low blood sugar. Oh my God.
Right.
Where were you? I'm hypoglycemic and have had severe low blood sugar. And what Riayn said about the Snickers is actually correct. Snickers is the one thing that helps my sugar when it's really low. Edit. Also, could I get a woo girl minute? Because I recently got approved for disability after fighting for it my whole 20 years of life.
Okay. Woo! Right.
Oh my
because
gosh.
What?
Oh my gosh.
So many things to address.
Something to celebrate. Oh
Absolutely.
my gosh, what an accomplishment.
Yep. And it's also so, I'm sure, so difficult and hard that you've even had to fight that hard for something you literally can't even control.
I know, that feels heartbreaking that you even had to go through it for so long.
Right.
But we don't want to harp on that, right?
Right.
We want to celebrate the fact that we are
Yes.
here now.
Yes.
Wow, we are so happy for you, Carson.
Yes.
Woo!
Woo.
And
woo. And also
I
right
will be-
about the Snickers.
I was going to say, and also thank you for the Snickers because as I just mentioned, the blood sugar thing. So maybe I really just need to be doing that.
Maybe you
like
just need to have a candy bar in your bag or something.
Well,
or in the
stop.
car.
I mean, I just remembered what actually ended up working last night. I completely forgot. I opened
Oh my God, the Coke?
the Coca-Cola.
Right.
It didn't even dawn on me.
forgot.
I remember I had eaten so many things and it wasn't happening. And then I was like, Riayn, it's like 11:45,
Right.
but maybe this little mini Coca-Cola will help me. And I was like, and you know what? Mexican people believe una coca o con limón. That'll save you.
Right.
So I did. And I remember taking like 3 sips and I was like, Riayn,
Back to life.
I actually think this is working. So I think I need to pack Coke and Snickers and it just sounds like a great
Just
excuse,
sugar.
honestly,
I know.
for treats.
It's for my blood sugar.
I have low blood sugar.
Wait. I'm screaming. Okay, not Snickers, Milky Way, but I'm like, imagine, obviously there's a line in Legally Blonde where Elle's eating candy bars, but we say Milky Ways, but I'm like, it would be hilarious if you just had Snickers like in your car, like the package.
Yeah, no, you're so right. Maybe honestly I should get on Milky Ways because she's eating
Yeah.
Milky Ways. Oh, I
Method
like
acting.
that. Method, yeah. All right. Elle will be having her Milky Ways, which now that you mention it, I'm now putting together that is Elle's like candy of choice if she's eating Milky Ways when she's sad.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I just learned more about my character. Here we go. That is going to help me perform.
Right. Character analysis.
Character analysis.
Okay, so Elle's choice is a Milky Way, but what's Paloma's choice?
Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. Final answer. What about you?
Reese's Peanut Butter Cup.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say Snickers is a close second because of the crunch. I like the peanuts of it all, but I mean, there's nothing better than a Reese's Cup. Like, I don't know.
I know. My second, I think, would have to be a Butterfinger because it has like the crunch of it too.
Butterfinger. Yum. I used to eat those when I was a kid too. Also, I like Twix.
Oh, Twix is great. And
Twix
I
is
do like
good.
that there's 2 you can
I
do. It's like
know.
with the Kit Kats where you're like,
Right.
not 1, but 2.
I know.
Wait, do all Twixes have come in 2? I just realized right now as we're chatting about it, I'm over here assuming. Did I just have the fun size?
So. I think so. Well, the king size, there's 4. But they're like, but there's 4.
All right. Well, I'll look into that.
I know. I'm like, that's a little crazy, but.
And for our viewers out there, please comment below. What is your favorite treat? What's
What's your candy of choice?
Yeah, what is your candy of choice? Your little sweet treat.
Yeah, are you like a chocolate? Or are you like a sour, a fruity? Because I have levels to this, right? Like if I want a chocolate situation, it's giving Reese's. If I want a sour or like a sweet or whatever,
Totally.
Sour Patch Kids. No,
Totally.
always.
You are such a Sour Patch Kid.
Love it.
You love those things.
I love it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It hurts. I love it.
It's like
hurts
those
me.
salt and vinegar chips that just like bust the
burn
top of your
you.
mouth but feel so
I
good.
love that shit.
So what
good.
an amazing episode, Riayn.
know. I love it here.
I don't even want to close it out.
I know. Yes, but before we go, make sure you guys are following us on TikTok and Instagram. Make sure you have your notifications on. Rate us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. And be sure to check in next week because we will be having our first guest ever. Oh my God. So exciting. It's going to be a great, great episode. So make sure that you're following us on everything so you can stay up to date for that. If you want to submit for the Woo Girl Minute, we have a Google form link in the description. You can also DM us on Instagram as well. And we will check out your submissions there. We love you guys so much and we will see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.